morning, everybody. Coach Halftime here. Driving, but absolutely keeping my eyes right on the road. Just checking every 1 second to make sure here that I'm on. Okay, I'm live. All right. So, hello, everybody. Hope you're doing well. On the East Coast, got a little snow coming today. A lot of trucks lined up on the side of the road. And, it's intimidating. Got like 50 trucks on the side of the road. What does that mean? Could mean snow. Could mean ice. Could mean nothing. So if weatherwomen were always right and correct, they'd be billionaires. Anyway, not the point of the story. Today's lesson by Coach Halftime is threefold. Number 1, communication. Number 2, the why. Number 3, how may I help you? All 3 topics we've spoken about before. Now, I mentioned yesterday I was on a long journey to see a new friend. Well, I did go on that journey. I do have to correct one thing. It wasn't 4 hours on the way back. It was 7 hours on the way back. It was 7 hours of traffic on a Friday. Coach Halftime's fault. Should have thought ahead. Didn't put a lot of thought into it. But it didn't matter. Listened to some podcasts. Talked to myself a little bit. Thought about what my next speech was going to be. It's all about the speeches, all about the halftime speeches. Anyway, so let's get right to the point. Yesterday, great journey. The 3 things. Communication. Number 1, I went down to where this person was and where they were in this family. And I bring up communication because I don't care how many emails I traded place with this person or how many phone calls or how many text messages. The 1.5 to 2 hours we spent with this person, including over a meal, which is always a great social, engaging, meaningful way to speak with somebody, was more communication happened during that meal than would have taken place 3, 4, 5, maybe ever in emails and text messages and all that other stuff. So, just proves. Next time you want to go talk to somebody about something, have a meal. It's up to you whether you want to spend 11 hours round trip on it or not. But for me, didn't matter. Number 2, the why. So during the meal, the folks on the other end said, "Why are you here?" And they said it in a very nice way, a very kind way, a very, "We're curious" way. It wasn't a challenging or condescending way. He said, "Why did you make that journey today?" There was curiosity. There was curiosity on one end, and on the other end, there was what we talk about, which is in communication, we always explain the why. So we explained the why. We wanted to learn about them a little bit more, wanted to see what they were doing, and I thought it was so thoughtful for this person to ask that question, and they said it in such a meaningful way. The 3rd thing, other-centered. How can I help you? Well, towards the end of the conversation, it all turned back to how can I help you? How can we help you, Coach Halftime? And I want you right now to think about, even though we've discussed it on the show before, I want you to think about the last time somebody asked you that question in a meaningful way. Not like, "Oh my gosh, my house is falling down," and then everybody goes, "Oh, how can I help you? You can help me with giving me $3 million and getting over here and help me put it back together." Okay, that's not going to happen. So therefore, you know what I'm saying. It's not really a genuine "how may I help you." Maybe it is if you're a builder, you have a lot of money, whatever. But in this case, it was a "how may I help you?" And I thought it was so fascinating and it was repeated multiple times, and it was so genuine, as I said, that it made Coach Halftime really reflect back and now come back at you with an action step, which is, come on, folks. Ask somebody how you can help them and be serious and then follow up. And it's all about when the opportunity presents itself. You don't just go around asking everybody knocking on doors unless that's what you want to do. But how may I help you is a timing thing. Listen to people. Really listen to them. And that comes down to communicating. And that comes down to being in person. And potentially on the phone or Skype if you're far away. But I'm rambling here, but I think you get my message. 3 of them. Communication. Get in front of somebody. Have a meal. You'll be amazed at what happens there. Number 2, what's the why? Be genuine about the question. Be genuine about the answer. And 3, how may I help you? Well, Coach Halftime, over and out. I'm actually passing right now another truck just to show you. There it is, if you can see it. I do have skills here. And Armageddon. Armageddon is happening. Coach Halftime, over and out. See you later, truck. If you can see anybody, there you are. Okay, not really. Have a great day. Army-Navy game. Make sure you watch it. It's going to be a good one.